Okay, this is the chaos, which is the inside of our beach house. But it's chaos because two small kids and we're busy and we haven't just living here. This is the kitchen. It's quite large. The kitchen shouldn't be this large. There's a dining table in here which we never use because who wants to dine in the kitchen when you can dine next to the sea? Okay, so this is the kitchen. And then the living room is a bit like a corridor. And it's all sea, like you can sort of jump from the living room into the sea. That's it's sort of expansive. And it's nice, I think, because it's not really a sea, it's an estuary. But in winter it's very clear. You can see the rocks on the bottom there, you can see. But in summer, because of the increase in microorganisms, it's not as, you can't see the bottom like that. But over there is the dome. Yeah, so it's very pretty. Problems, and there you can sit there, and there's also a sofa. Unfortunately, the sofa, if you sit on the sofa, you can't really see the sea too well. It's all very cramped, I suppose, because it's a bit like a corridor, and that's where Ray is looking at the computer. It's got Wi-Fi. Could even have a computer, I suppose. There, yeah. And over there is a sort of wooden deck, which I'll have a look at later. This is the playroom. It's got no door to it, but on this side. And it's full of junk, which would go. Junk, toys galore. And this is an important point, that in cold weather, and it may be still cold in early March, I'd say late March, until late March, that there is condensation on these windows because they're not double glazed. One day we plan to double glaze them, but we haven't yet. And so, yeah, there's all this condensation. What we do is we scrape it, and you have to scrape it every 40 minutes on a bad day. But, well, it's got a bit warmer in here, so it's our paraffin heaters. Yes, so there it is. And then the bedroom. It says we've got beds, but in fact what we've got, here it is, it's got a step up here. It's very, very well insulated. The previous owner has insulated it so that even in midwinter you can just sleep in here and you don't even need a fire on because it's so well insulated. Now, that's why there's a step up into the room. And we never wear our shoes in the house. And there's lots of mattresses. We'll probably get rid of this one. I don't know why we've got this one. Ray wanted to use it to box against, he said. A massage chair. Another paraffin heater, but it happens to be on, but I don't think it bothers. There's a projector there. Should that get that working? There's no TV, incidentally, but there could be a projector, probably a Wii, and probably I could arrange some kind of DVD player or something, so that or maybe a computer, so that it could connect up and you could watch DVDs. Anyway, so there it is, yes, and pretty much like a dungeon, because through that window there is the tool room, and this window here is frosted, as you can see. So when you go to bed, you live in the dark. That was the previous occupant's idea. I prefer to have the window, sleep next to the window and wake up and see the sea, but he wasn't into that. And we haven't got around to changing it so that this is the bedroom, for instance. It need double glazing. And this would all be cleared out as well. And this is where we keep our clothes. And this, for some reason, this corridor slopes. I don't know why. Just the guy that built it. It's not because it's subsiding. It's because for some reason there was originally a step into the toilet here. And the toilet happens to be in the middle of the house. And there's another video about the toilet. And here it is. And it's there's me. There's a toilet there. Yeah. So you could say it's conveniently situated, or you could say it's kind of intrusive. And that only has cold water, that one. All the others have hot and cold water. But even though there's a mixer tap, it's only got cold. There's two water supplies. There's the mains water and well water. Anyway, that's the interior of the house. And here's our dog. And the garden is fenced, but thinking about it, it's fenced for this dog. It's a border collie, getting old now. Don't die yet, Andy. And he's got a big head. And that means that a small dog might be able to get through the fence, which would really put a damper on the fun of this garden. Because if your dog could get out through the holes in the fences that Andy can't get out of, then it's as good as having no fence at all. I'll just go and show you the spacing. Okie dokie. Yes. Here's a gate, for instance. There's parking for 2 cars. There's my car, and there's Jasko's car, and there's a gate. Very inappropriate bolt, but yeah. So how wide is the spacing? That isn't. That's a bit. Here we go. It's as wide as this. Not all of them are the same because we made it. But what? There's my hand. How long are my hands? It's difficult to give an idea. I need to measure it, don't I? Perhaps that's an excuse for going to the tool room. Now this room here is, we just sort of put junk in it. There's driftwood because we have a fire back at the city. We put junk in this room, but that's where we'll evacuate to, and all our possessions would be in this little outhouse. Back to the main part of the house. So you have to go through this sort of covered over, but not properly walled exterior corridor thing to get to the bathroom. And here's the bathroom. Quite rudimentary, I suppose. It's a bath, stainless steel bath, has hot water, a mains water, so it comes out fast and hot, and a paraffin heater. There's a room through there which isn't very interesting. One day we plan to move the bath into there. And yeah, so there's this exterior corridor thing, and in there's my office, and I think this is part of the let, but I haven't got it open right now. It's just a small office. It's quite nice. It's got another sofa bed in there. The sofa in the front room, in fact, turns into a bed, so if one wanted to, one could sleep in the front room. But that's one sofa bed there, and there's another in my office. Oh god, my office is a mess. We bought a load of clothes. I haven't put them away yet. I haven't put anything away yet. Yeah, well, it's a mess. So yeah, that's my office. It'd be cleared up though. I mean, not everything would be cleared up, but mainly it'd be cleared up. There's a desk and another sofa bed and a chair and a paraffin heater, and the floor is made of wood. And here are this is where I smoke. I smoke about 5 cigarettes a day out here. And this is the wooden deck area, which is quite nice, but probably in summer or in spring. Lots of stars you can see. You feel like I'm king of the world. It's a bit like the Titanic kind of thing. There, the road up by the side of the house. And in fact, this plot of land is ours too, because no one wants it. And everyone keeps on offering us, do you want more land? And it's, yeah, okay, we'll have some more land. So we had that. And that's a garden thing. There's a swing, a tree. Well, that's about it, really. That's the beach house, inside and out. Oh, sorry, and one other thing is that is the barbecue over there. This is a very Heath Robinson, very amateurish patio thing with a barbecue over there, which is made in America, and it's very, it's you can do 10 people's steak on there, double decker and gas. The instant gas turn on thing doesn't work. You should always make sure that it's open before you ignite the gas.